Hi, welcome back to Shibaura Machine e-learning 108 tips for successful injection molding. In this session, we are going to learn about the contribution from the resin for black dots. The resin or the polymer is the most important aspect in a molded part for clear components. Utmost care needs to be practiced for the resins. And normally if you take the resins of a clear part, normally it is in polycarbonate or a PMMA. Normally these materials are highly hygroscopic in nature. So those hygroscopic materials they have to be dried properly. Otherwise the moisture in the material would lead for black dots in the molded part. And this hygroscopic material, we recommend to dry them in a dehumidifier dryer, not in a hot air dryer. Hot air dryer doesn't remove the moisture content of the granules. A dehumidifier dryer removes the moisture content and then dries the material. So that is highly recommended for a clear part molding. And similarly, when the resins are dried in a dryer, the raw material manufacturer has given some recommendation with respect to the temperature and also the period. The time, they specified some time for pre-drying the material. Pre-drying the material lower than the recommended period doesn't remove the moisture completely from a resin. Similarly, if the material is dried too long in a dryer, also leads for color change, degradation, etc. So better to pre-dry them as per the recommendations of the raw material supplier with respect to the temperature and also the time duration. And when clear parts are molded, better to avoid reground material, because the reground material, the granular sizes are normally varies, and when that is mixed with the virgin material, it leads for dosing time variation. Also, the reground material may have more powder content, and this powder content, when processed in a hot barrel, settles as a black dot in the molded part. So better to avoid reground material with the virgin for a clear part molding. One of the simple tests to validate a raw material is free from contamination or not is take a glass of water and pre-dried material. We can take in a handful of pre-dried material, put in the glass, keep it aside for 5-10 minutes, let the material settle in the water, and if there are any contaminations are there, a close examination of the glass filled with water and polymer gives a fair idea of foreign particle in the dried material or in the raw material of clear part molding polymers. This test also can be done to validate the quality of raw materials. Thank you.